Well, as you can see by the first gifting tree in front of us, that we are back on familiar ground. We have got a quarter moon on a starry night. We are headed back to Skunk Island to see if we can have a midnight rendezvous. Come on along and let's get after it. Hello, old friend. Here's our squatch tree. Well, tonight we are going to sit back here at the edge of Skunk Island, see if we can generate a little bit of activity for you. Didn't bring a bunch of food tonight, but I do have some other stuff we're going to experiment with. So let's get all this set up and we'll see you in just a second. Welcome back to Arkansas Bigfoot, everybody. This has been long overdue. It's been a while since we've been able to be down in this section because of the mud and the mosquitoes, but it's finally dried out. The bugs have dissipated enough that we're here. Got, well, of course you can see us. We're sitting in the lawn chairs. To my left, I've got the radar app running and the EMF meter running. Just beyond that, there is a bucket that is full of hot sausage, beans, and rice. And I've got a sterno can burning some molasses. And we've already heard these guys kind of snapping, branching everything around us. You know, we try a lot of electronic gadgets and gizmos and things out here, but the one that is the most consistent as far as being able to detect when their energy is really close is that EMF meter. They operate on a stronger, higher frequency than we do. If we walk next to it, it really doesn't change anything. It stays the way it is, but when they come up close, it will start spiking. You'll see the meter, the lights on the top of it start to move around whenever they get close in. But you you've already done a head count out here tonight.
Yeah, I immediately felt so bad, but it felt. There it is. I just heard a snap and then it went crazy. Um, he was the first one to greet us this evening, I should say. Felt protective. Right now, there's a lot of things going on, or the way that they're showing it is there's a lot of things going on dimensionally, and it just feels like extra measure. Um, I don't really feel like anything specifically in our presence that's threatening to us, but it's that better safe than sorry kind of feel. Dobby's out here. He's not as close. He's probably about 30 feet out, maybe more. Um, I did pick up on Took, but he's sort of behind Ken, and I told Ken if anything came flying that it was probably him. There it goes again. And Junior is not far. He was playing the catch me if you can as I was trying to pinpoint where they all were, and he was just playing, just having fun. Anku has shown up, and I think I picked up in my peripheral this huge shadow just as we had sat down and Ken started speaking, and I feel like he's just very close. So, really none of the ladies.
All right, now of course you can see us due to the IR light that's attached to the camera. And the only physical light that we've got for our eyes to see by is what is coming off of that radar app. I mean, minimal. There's the EMF detector going again.
Yeah, I'm one right here.
So we're just kind of seeing what we can see and hear what we can hear by the starlight and what little bit of moonlight that there is. You know, on a physical level, some of you probably are curious if we carry any kind of thing out here for protection, and no, we don't. There's two major reasons because of that. Number one, when you do that, subconsciously, subliminally, it puts off a resonance that you're afraid of something, and fear only generates more fear. The other is that when you have some type of weapon or armament, it's also giving off that signal that you're a threat, you're a fearful threat. And that's not what we want to project to these guys.
That's just the way we feel it with them. We've never really felt the need to ever carry anything, and what few times we've been threatened energetically, I guarantee a gun is not going to touch it.
No, if they were of a mindset to get you, you would already have been got. It's that simple. Now, if this were something on the level of, say, a bear, a wolf, or a large cat, that would be an entirely different conversation because they're operating on raw instinct, raw predatory instinct. These guys are far and beyond that limitation. They've got an intellect, thinkability. Just keeping an eye on that EMF meter.
Right now, as I'm looking in front of me, it's very cloudy. Yes, it's dark out here, but still your eye picks up certain portions of light from the moon, the stars, and so on. And with whatever little we have, I'm just seeing that right in front of me is something energetic.
So like I said, we've got that can full of molasses sitting over some sterno. Got a burn going, trying to fill the woods with a little bit of sweet candy smell. So far, Junior's been playing hide and seek with us. Haven't really felt or detected him out. Well, there
No,
it goes.
he said, no, I'm here. I heard him. Just as that lit, he was like, nope, I'm here now. Done playing.
We've got situated where I can see behind her and see the different directions around us. So, that's about as good as it gets. Instead of stomping around, we thought it would be a better situation just to sit here like this and see if we can get some of them to come up close enough. Maybe get a little bit of eye shine or a little bit of something from them tonight.
Come on, baby. I just felt him. That's Junior. Or I say that's Junior. It feels like Junior, I should say. I obviously am a little limited for what I can see here. I think it's important, too, to understand. It might be confusing to a few people as to how you can say it's this one or it's that one. Two things we've talked about mind speak. And as you relax and open up to that facet within you, you learn that you can truly communicate with more than just one. You find that as you're creating bonds energetically with them, that you also begin to really recognize their energy, just like you can feel. Did something get you?
One of them just touched my leg.
That's probably took. Okay.
All right, that was just a little freaky deaky.
Oh, I just want your attention.
Tap my shoulder.
So what fun is there in that?
Put this in a simpler perspective.
And the younger ones, their energy is very young. And the bigger, older ones have that sense of maturity around them. They have, I can't mistake Anku at this point. I mean, when he's present, he's all in. And that's just him.
I hate to interrupt you, but can you see, is that an orb or is that an eye? Straight back, almost directly behind the EMF meter, back into the...
I want to say orb. Well, I'm looking for the second one, I guess. Can you show us again, please? Yes, that will do. And they have such an amazing sense of humor when you get familiar with them. I mean, they are so funny.
Alright, so in order for us to sit out here like this away from the camera, I've got a wireless microphone, so it probably sounds a little different than what you're used to hearing with the normal one that plugs into the camera. I don't know if it'll pick up much of the crunching noise or anything else back there. I'm not really sure how sensitive it's going to be because we really haven't experimented with it much. But I am still seeing what looks like a little orb or something back there.
Hello. I heard...
Just about every time now that I catch a glimpse of it, that EMF meter will
do this like that. I just felt like I heard somebody say, "May I sit?" Of course you can sit. Where would you like to sit?
Like I said, I don't know how sensitive this microphone is, so you'll probably still have to speak up.
Yeah, right here. I'm sitting right here.
I don't think they can see the dots on that radar grid. Well, there you
Can
are.
they see that?
Oh yeah, they can see that.
Who is this? It feels like Junior. Oh my gosh. What a comedian. There's two now. Okay, so on the radar grid we have two. One is directly to the right of the actual equipment right there. And it's kind of going in and out. Now there's two more coming in from behind it.
You know, some of you have places that you go to for looking around in the woods for your own Bigfoot activity. And there was something that I was remembering the other day, and it's, you know, I don't know if you want to consider it a wives' tale or it's just something neat, an experiment that you can try. But in the standard law of physics, in probability, everything is essentially a 50-50. 50% one way, 50% another way. When you're in these areas that have a very strange, anomalous energy to them, where things are kind of outside of the standard law of physics, a little experiment you can try: if you have a coin in your pocket, take it out and flip it 6 times. Normally, in a standard area, you're going to get about 50-50. You might get 4 heads and 2 tail, or 3 heads and 3 tail. If it comes up 5 or 6 the same way, chances are good you're in a spot that is not operating in the normal law of physics. Right now that radar grid is lighting up like a Christmas tree. We've seen, what, 4 of them on there at the same time?
2 directly behind it on your side, 2 directly beside it on my side. So it'd be 4. I don't know. Junior, you want to light up the EMF detector again? There you go. Thank you, buddy. He loves it. He loves it.
You can do it.
You can do it all you want. That's what it's there for.
Tickle the pretty lights, buddy.
Just touch it. I feel like he's being very cognizant of the way that he's working around these electronics, because he learned the hard way that he killed.
Yeah, a lot of times when they come in full throttle, it'll just wipe out the battery supply of anything electronic near to it. We've had that happen on several occasions.
You want to do it again? Oh, I felt like he said they're telling him to settle down a bit. he was getting excited.
Somebody's directly behind you. I can hear a little snap going on back there.
I can feel it. It's definitely a good day when you get comfortable enough with the people that it really doesn't psych you out anymore. We've done pretty well with them since the beginning, but our first night walks, our first um, experiences kind of still made us jump just a little. And now it's just very comfortable. And that's a great place to be. There you go.
I think he's figured out a new game. Tickle the light.
I almost feel like he's trying to will it. Like instead of touching it, like initially he was trying to touch it. And now I feel like he's playing a mind game with it to see if he could actually manipulate the energy. Look at him go. There's two red ones coming straight up. Come on. Come on. Come sit. If you'd like, come sit.
If you'll take this little microphone stick, I'm going to go turn the other IR light on because I imagine the first one's probably starting to get slightly weak.
There we go. So for us, things like this are just interesting and fun, and it's always kind of neat to see the way they are willing to work with things like electronics. They don't truly hate them. Of course, they don't like the traditional trail cam, but I believe that that could also be relative to the type of frequency that it emits. It's not just in the sneaky factor, it's something unsettling to them in the frequency. And that's okay. But regular cameras and apparently the phone doesn't bother them. The EMF detector, they're having fun with it. I truly believe that not all electronics are considered the enemy. We've worked with the EVPs. All of it seems agreeable. So it's just kind of fun. Something different. I'm going to give this back to Ken.
I was hoping some of them might give us a little wink and blink out here tonight. All right.
They're kind of being funny.
You know, we might be getting them. We can't see with our naked eye, but that the IR camera might pick it up. Right now, I really can't see past the light that's coming off that radar app.
On the left, down there where the glow is, I just saw something that looked like it crossed it. Probably Junior smelling the sweets. See it? It's like...
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Looks like a shadow moving across that. All right. All right, and now I just saw eyes for sure back there.
Take you however you're willing to be. It would be fun to see some orbs.
Yeah, there's not really a breeze out here tonight, so that smell of that molasses is just like a blanket hanging right here.
We've got some blue energy showing up on the...
We got some crazy energy showing up on
I've been kind of wondering if the blue dots that show up on this radar app aren't, they feel very elemental, or,
Somebody's moving around.
come on. I told them they could come up, so, come on. You're welcome, of course. It's your house. There's one right behind you. Might be that chick. You guys are more than welcome. Okay, I just started to say you're more than welcome to show off, and the EMF is just going crazy. Do what you will. We're not afraid, you know.
But some of these things that we've tried for gadgets and whatnot, they're just more out of curiosity to see if there's any kind of action or response or anything to them. And some things have actually been beneficial, just like the EMF meter. Now we tried that SLS app, and it seems like it's alright in the daytime. It's pretty much useless out here at night because it doesn't pick up anything.
Well, it's dependent on light to help it create pattern. Hello? It started to snap back here. Come on.
Yeah, I hope this microphone is able to pick some of that up, because I can hear snapping and everything, little limbs and stuff underfoot back there. Kind of directly over your right shoulder, kind of.
Come on. What do we have? Really?
They're right there.
Yeah. Come on, baby.
I think they like watching those lights flicker when they get close enough.
Can you touch him? I felt like she was wanting to know if she had our permission to play with it. Maybe Chick said, "Man, you gotta see this." I don't know. Can you figure it out, girl? Show her how, boys. You can do it. There you go. She felt like she was a little bit afraid of it. She didn't know what it would exactly do. Good job. Just fun.
Alright, Junior, can you give these guys a whoop? We brought you some beans and cornbread and sausages and molasses. Just give them a little hoot hop.
He said give him a minute. He has a rule. He has to be a certain distance. I don't know why the rule. He said, I'm good now.
Alright, buddy, let's have it.
Acknowledge.
That's crazy.
Oh, it's wonderful. Thank you, family. Thank you. I hope you had fun too.
I know he's chomping at the bit to get at these beans and rice, so I think we're going to pack it up for tonight. Wanted to say thanks to everybody again that's helped with all of this out here. Appreciate it. It's been fantastic. Got a holiday weekend coming up for a lot of us, and be safe out there. Have fun. Life's an adventure. Jump in with both feet. Good night.